They're outside. No less than 8-9 birds. I am so excited. A quick shout out to a company called, I think it's pronounced BIGINNER. They made like memory cards. This is a CF Express card. They sent me this 1 terabyte here so I could test that out. And my Z9 is a beast with a lot of power, especially when it comes to video. You can shoot up to 8K RAW, and that is a lot of information you gotta push into a memory card. So the memory card needs to be really fast, and this one here can handle 8K RAW. And the great thing about this here, it's really cheap compared to other brands, which are a lot more expensive when it comes to these fast memory cards here. And yeah, go check them out. There is one bird I've never photographed before, and that is the goldfinch. But hopefully that will turn around today. I'm here in the middle of a big city where I live. I'm going into a garden of a customer of Stavanger Photo who said he has the goldfinch on the feeding station in his garden. So therefore I'm going to take my blind with me, spend a couple of hours here, and hopefully get some pictures of that beautiful bird. So I cannot wait to set up. What I have done is now put one of the feeders on top of a pot, and above them I have put some sticks which I like, and hopefully they will land there before they go down to the feeder. And that's how I'm going about to photograph the garden birds. So into the blind I go and see what I can find. This is exciting. I already had the goldfinch, several of them. They flew away now. I'm in the middle of the city, so sometimes people comes by and the bird disappeared, but hopefully it will come back. But this is so nice. That bird is so pretty with all those colors. So yeah, a dream came true, definitely. Now it's starting to snow a little bit in the air as well, but the wind picked up, so hopefully he won't pick up my blind here. So yeah, waiting game. They're outside. No less than 8-9 birds. I am so excited. This is so cool. I'm sitting in the blind in the middle of the city, and I got goldfinches coming here. Oh, sometimes I get a little snow in the air, but I hope it will snow a little bit more and get like really cool images with goldfinch and snow. That would be awesome. I cannot wish for more. Hi birds in a hedge. First time I'm photographing a new species, I'm after that standard portrait. And after I got that, then I'm advancing to try to get some in-flight shots, landing and other types of action shots or behavior shots. But for now, I'm aiming for some cool portraits. It's such a beautiful bird, so it stands out alone. I'm home after a fantastic trip in the garden photographing the goldfinch. But now it's time to look at it in Lightroom and edit some of the pictures. So it's been a long time since I've done a video like this, from the field into the post-processing. So it's time to do that. I've chosen this picture here. As you can see in the background, it's a little mixed colors. You got some of the hedge here around on the edges, and in the middle there it's more like whitish and like light grayish, and that is actually the snow being on the other side of the hedge on the field there, so it's much lighter because of the snow. What I want to do with this image here, I actually want to crop this in square, so I will do that because I think maybe that will look a little bit better with this image here. Because it's winter, it's snow in the back, I wanted the picture to be a little bit more colder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the background here in the layers. So let's start with cooling down with the white balance. So I got more that winter feeling, and I also want to have that the lighter parts that is the snow to be a little bit more colder. So let's start with this around -21. And I also want to extend the whites in the image in the background a little bit more, so that white snow comes much more through. I'm starting there, but you can see in the edges here it's starting to clip, and if I hold my arrows over this little triangle here, I can actually see where it's clipping. It's clipping a little bit around the edge of the beak and also in the lichen. As long as it is not in the bird, I actually don't care. I'm not gonna bother. I can of course choose the brush and brush away all these highlights here, but I don't care. For now, I am happy with the results. Maybe I think it's a little bit green in the tint. So I'm gonna play a little bit around with the magenta here. Not too much, but just a tad, like this. And I usually just use the saturation and the vibrance at +5. But since this is a really colorful bird, I'm going to do a little bit more of the vibrance. So I got the bird pops even more with the colors. And I'm going to push back on the highlights a little bit, but not too much. And I'm also is going to use the clarity here a little bit, because I want the texture of the lichen and the bird and also some of the background here to be a little bit more visible. So this looks good for now. And I'm actually going to increase the whites a little bit more, but I have to see that it's not starting to clip in the white part of the chin of the bird. Still not clipping. I think probably I'm going to check if this will be better. I actually going to take away some of the vignetting like this to open up the pictures even more. I think it's great to open a little bit more up to give it more space by doing the other way around with the vignetting. I think I'm not going to touch anything more. Maybe play around with the vibrance of the whole image. I think I like that. I want the image to be have a cool feeling because of the winter, because of the snow. But I think maybe it was a tad too much, so I'm going to increase it a little bit more here for the whole image. And I think that was a little bit better. Let's double check. You see here now it's starting to clip a little bit on the head of the whites there. So what I can do then is just go in and choose a new mask and choose this one here and push back on the highlights like this. I think that is enough to take away those clippings. Let's see. See, now it's not clipping anymore. I'm going to turn down the sharpening all the way down, because I am actually going to use a program from Topaz called Topaz Photo AI. And that is a program that will do all the sharpening for me as well as denoise. So therefore I don't want it to be sharpening two places. So I turned the sharpening amount all the way down and then added in Topaz Photo AI. And here we are, Topaz Photo AI. And what it does, it's detecting the subjects right away. You can see here, if I hold my arrow over the subject detected, it finds the birds perfectly. And it's analyzing the image and seeing what is the thing it needs to do. And all from the beginning, it's choosing the remove noise. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make it the detail around 50% like this. And since I didn't do any sharpening in Lightroom, I'm going to put down the sharpening as well. But 32 is way too much. This 15, around 15 is perfect. Now it's nice and sharpened and has gotten rid of all the noise in the background as well. Here is before and here is after. Did a really nice job doing both, and I don't have to do anything in Lightroom or Photoshop of sharpening or noise reduction. So I save this to Lightroom again, and there is the finished product. That easy. And if you want to try Topaz Photo AI yourself, I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can check that out. For me, I'm using this on all my images. I don't sharpen anything in Lightroom. I sharpen everything in the Photo AI and also the denoise. I don't use the denoise in Lightroom because I don't think it do
does a good enough job. I use everything in Photo AI. I got all I need there. I think probably I'm ready to take it into the last step, and that is into Photoshop. And what I have done here, I have exported to PSD, the Photoshop 16 bits, and I'm not going to use a higher resolution than 2500 pixels on the shortest side with 76 dpi, I think it is. And I wanted to open in Photoshop directly. So here I am, and I think I'm going to test a little bit out with the curve. I don't like the curve as much in Lightroom as I do with the Photoshop software, so I'm going to try with the curve here and make it a little bit more brighter on the background and the image itself, and see if I like that. And I think we're closing in before and after. And what I also need to do, make it a little S so I don't lose the contrast, like this. This is before and after, and that is nice, really, really nice. Look at those beautiful colors of the Goldfinch. This was an amazing moment for me. I'm happy. I'm going to do a last thing, and that is to make the white border around to complete the image here. And I do like this. I know that many of you don't like my signature, but this is actually my signature. Maybe I will change it in the future. I have to rehearse how to make a good signature, but this is how I do it for now. Perfect. Now I can save this as a JPEG. I can publish it in Facebook or Instagram, or use it in my videos. And yeah, I'm really happy with the result. Perfect day. I hope you enjoyed this as well, and I will see you in the next video.